Hi, Lee here from Sprinkles Blueberry Farm, and it's the beginning of the 2023 picking season. Thought I'd run a quick video here to show you where we stand on this. We're probably a little over a week away from opening. Weather's been a little interesting, as it always is, every time we start one of these picking seasons. Again, for the third year in a row, a freeze that caused us to lose about 50% of our crop. But that's something that we're used to, and the later blooms came on and didn't freeze. So we've got a good crop of big berries. The fact that we did have some pruning and thinning of those berries, given us some bigger, sweeter, more nutritious berries. So we're anxious for you to see that. Kind of give you a little idea here of how things are coming along now. Probably 10 days away from opening, although there are some blueberries that we'll look at. I want to run a BRIX test, kind of show you what we're doing in terms of addressing some of our nutritional needs. We've gotten kind of interested in some problems we might have been having with our deep well irrigation water. We were concerned that we might not be giving it the best pH from the drip irrigation system. So we actually were coming back with some 7.4s on a couple of occasions that we sent those in, and that's too high for blueberries. Rainwater samples that we sent in was 4.5, and as you know, things tend to do a lot better with rainwater, so we thought maybe it's got a little something to do with pH along with other things. So we this year we started a program of adding some acid to our irrigation water, and now we're bringing it down closer to 5, maybe just a little lower. We're trying to get that magic 4.5 rainwater pH. I'll let you do your own research. I don't want to make this video too long, but you will be amazed, as I was, at how correct pH for irrigation water can cause your plants to get the most out of the nutrients that's available to them at the root level in the ground. Different nutrients become available at different pH levels, so when you start having necrosis from lack of iron or lack of nitrogen or whatever the mineral that's deficit is, can cause certain problems. As you can see, the bushes are extremely vigorous looking. We're getting a lot of vegetative growth, which is an indication at least that they're picking up a lot of nutrition from the ground. And also the blueberries are big, they're juicy looking. They're not yet sweet, like I say, a few days away on that. But I thought I'd pull out a toy that that I've got that it's a refractometer, and there's a lot of research going on that is a really useful tool in things other than winemaking to determine the nutrient level and the sugar level in the fruit as well as the leaves. And I'm going to run a test here, show you how that works, and give you the numbers that they're telling us are poor to good to excellent, and let you actually see the results of that. So let me get that set up and ready, and then we will take a look at that. Okay, the tools that you're going to need for testing with your refractometer is the refractometer, and it is not an expensive tool. Google it, Amazon it, do some searches on there about how people are using these. Even NC State University Agriculture Department has done a little bit of a video on using this. So that apparently is more than just a toy. But like I said, you know, you can look at the bushes and tell they're happy. But it's always nice to have a toy to verify that. Going to have a something like a garlic press here to press the sap out of the leaves. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to put this down and get a little sap here. Okay, got a little handful of leaves here. I'll roll that into a little bit of a ball so that I can get it into the press. It's not always easy to get a couple of drops of sap out of these leaves. It's a lot easier to get it out of the fruit, but the fruit's not far enough along to give us any kind of an accurate reading on the health of those. Okay, that was not easy to get that much liquid out of the leaves, so that's a little difficult. I had to work on that a little bit, but got enough in there. It has to be enough that it covers the distance between the prism and the cover lens and seals that. So the result is not as visible as I hope to get on a fruit here in a minute, but I'll let you sort of see how it looks. Then we're going to clean it, and we're going to try to pick out the ripest blueberry I've gotten. That should be easier to get the juice from, and maybe we can see that. Okay, I flushed it with clean water now, and I'll let you see exactly how that looks with no nutrients. That's just pure distilled water. Then we're going to clean it, and we're going to try to pick out the ripest blueberry I've gotten. That should be easier to get the juice from, and maybe we can see that. We'll do a little bit better here. Maybe this is this one doesn't have but just a very little bit of red on it, and I didn't wash this off because this. Oh yeah, look at the juice color. Color is really not what gives it to us, as you might think. Whoa! All right. All right. If I can get you on here again. Try to anyway. And maybe you can see that. A little hard to get it on this camera. If we push that on up there to what? I can't read it on the camera here. Maybe 12, 13. Anyway, we're heading in the right direction. Another week or so we'll be good there. Okay, why is BRIX, nutrient level, very important? Obviously, it helps to grow the bush. It helps to grow the vegetation. We are still growing bushes here. They're nowhere near. These are just 4-year-old bushes. And they're already, I mean, you know, they're 6 feet, 5.5 feet, and they've been pruned twice already. So they're really enjoying what's going on now. I think the pH adjustments helped us to be able to get the nutrients into the bushes without using so much fertilizer that just runs off. Also, the higher the BRIX, the higher the nutrient level. Do the research. Google this. You know, don't have to believe me, but we don't use pesticides on our bushes and fruit. And high BRIX, high nutrient level, wards off. It's a defensive mechanism for blueberries. So, you know, it keeps things nice and pest-free in a natural way. It's good for everybody. Okay, so I think that's it for now. This may have been a little long, but I got sort of intrigued with the toy here, and hopefully seeing some proof of what's going on. I'll get another update to kind of show you when the bushes get a little further along. Talk to you later.